Hello! Congratulations to both of the firsts. But imperfect was the first. So more congratulations to you. Hopefully I'm hearable. It's coming by. So I wanted to work on some stitching, and it ends up to be the Pokemon stitch today. I tried to get all of the things together that we were gonna need, so hopefully everything works out. It seems like I already was doing this border here. Oh wait, I wanted to grab one other thing that I need. Hold up. Okay, I'm here. I'm back. So we also have a different playlist today. We have a classic rock drive. And we can change it if we become tired of it. It's been a long time since I stitched anything, so I kind of feel like I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm sure I'll get back into the rhythm of it. You probably can't even hear me rolls, but yeah, everything is good. I guess I've got some semi-exciting things happening. We've got an interview coming up. I'm excited about that. Honestly, I think I'm close enough to the bottom of where this is. Probably don't need to do any more than that right now. In this border piece. Sweet! Do I have scissors anywhere even near me? This'll work. Not quite scissors, but it'll work. Let's see if we can... It worked this time. Thank you, Tim, for checking. All right. There we go. Okay. So that's down to the end of this guy. So we're just gonna move on. I pulled all the colors to do these two. We'll do as much. It might be a shorter stream today. We'll do as much as we do. And I'm going to make an announcement too, but I wanted to say anyone who is subscribed to the channel, I'm not going to be able to be doing like multiple streams every week, probably. I make no promises. I understand if people would want to unsubscribe. Because I think I'm going to be converting to doing just kind of random streams whenever I have time / feel like working on a fiber arts project or maybe doing some painting or something like that. Just a heads up to everyone. I'm going to say something on Discord too for anyone who might not see this, but just wanted to be transparent about my intentions with that. Okay, so here we go. Let me pull up our pattern here. Okay, got it. Three, 8, 6, 2. Oh, I'm gonna need a threader also. Aha! I found my scissors and my threader. Master threader. We'll name our scissors Edward. Okay. Mrs. B, hello. How are you doing? You're doing good. Nice to hear that. What have you been up to lately? Snow is melted and spring of false hope is upon us. We'll probably snow tomorrow again. Yeah, I was just thinking, I really hope we don't get more snow. I know you're probably in an area that's probably got more false spring. It's been cold and rainy here today. But I'm in high spirits. Moth, hello, how are you? I hope you had a nice birthday. It was nice. I'm doing okay. Feeling pretty good today. How about yourself? How's everybody doing today? What are you all up to? Work was good for the morning. Oh, you're on lunch break now. A gross manager task to do this afternoon. I'm sorry. I hope you get through it quick and are able to not dwell on the gross tasks. Oh, yeah. Those type of things can definitely be hard. But yeah, part of the job. They should be expecting it. Well, that might make it a little easier. And that's always like a balance, right? Of trying to be firm enough that they know it's, you're serious about it without being too harsh so that they take it as like a personal slight or something. Oh, it's about tardiness. Come on now. They know. If they're late all the time, they know already. Has anybody been working on crafting projects or any fun creative things? Still doing homework? Almost done? For your master spinning class? Nice. You're gonna ace it. You hauled all your streaming stuff out to the upper patio? Oh, that's awesome. You were having an outdoor stream. Maybe we need a different playlist, huh? What do we want? Dope AF. Some of these playlists make me laugh. There's too many choices. Okay. We're gonna do Happy Mix. I've been doing a lot of stuff around the house. I've been organizing and trying to do spring cleaning, get rid of anything that's not like used frequently, those kind of things. Also, I've been looking for work, doing some different things. I have an interview coming up, which is exciting. Wish me luck on that. I did a painting recently. I can show you. I hadn't painted for about a year and decided maybe longer than that. Anyways, it had been a really long time since I painted, and I got an itch to do a painting, so I did that. Finished it up on stream. I want to do another painting pretty soon. It just depends how busy I am with other things. Hold on a sec, I'm gonna grab that little painting. This is the painting. It's acrylic paint, and it's a reference I had saved from like forever ago that I just decided to use, and I really like the way it turned out. Another one that I did is this rose. Back here is one of my old ones that I did. Reminds you of Sleepy Hollow. I like it. It's kind of creepy, but also kind of vibrant with like the green. So I've been enjoying trying, to do some of the things I used to enjoy doing, along with some of the more current projects that I like the cross-stitching. I was going back and forth between working on this today and starting one of the embroidery kits that I have. Are there any more M's? I already don't like where that is. Let's just back out while we still can. Oh, so also Mrs. B, as I was saying, I'm gonna have some other things going on, and I'm not sure what my streaming schedule's gonna be like. I'm going to still stream sometimes, but it's gonna be more of like a random schedule than a planned schedule for a little while, until I get my other things kind of solidified and see what time I have for creative projects. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's all of this color in this mon. Let's wrap this up. We've been trying breakfast places. We tried one today that we hadn't been to before. It was good. Still not better than the favorite, though. Okay, so we're done with that color. Let's do, how about Y? 38, 54. Here we go. I pulled all the colors beforehand and grouped them by which one they belong to, so hopefully it'll be quicker. The whole, you can see my little cheat sheet over here. It's got like the symbol and then the number. I'm trying to be more organized. Thanks for the lurk, Mrs. B. I hope the rest of your workday goes well. We'll just be here plugging along on these colors. Trying to make some progress on this. I have not made progress on this in a while. I see some lo-fi has snuck into every crevice of these playlists. I'm gonna have to burn down the Spotify this version. Or just leave this one for streaming and make another one. We have Link. He's looking like he wants to try to step on the power button again. Hey cat, get off. Excuse you. Azzy, hello. Welcome in. How you doing? Packing carts. Charlie Quinn, hello. Working and lurking. Hey, Licorice. Thanks for the work, Lurk. And to you too, Azzy. I hope you're getting settled into your new job. How's your day going, Charlie Quinn? No, he saw that. It was on the needle the whole time. You got to hang out with some friends earlier? That's always nice. Did you and your friends do anything fun? Or were you just like enjoying each other's company? Just chilled and chatted. That's like one of my favorite things to do with friends. If we get together, sometimes we like to play board games. I used to do D&D with a group of friends, and We would always eat together first and then start the game. By the time we started the game, because we would all be chatting up a storm, it would be like 2 hours later, 3 hours later. So, and then all throughout the game, it was hard for us to like not chit chat in between, because like sometimes it's a couple weeks since you've seen people and you got things to say, you know? What tea? One, two, three, four. What's this scenario reminding you of? That's why you hang out with people, to talk and chat? Oh, to spill the tea. Well, spill it then, Azzy. Lick on. Everybody's gonna get together. What the? We get the Bubble Guppies theme song. Why is that in this playlist? Hot tubes. That sounds like a good time. So when are you guys gonna do that? Probably never. You know what? That's one of those things. We've been saying since before the pandemic, we're gonna go on this like vacation thing with friends. We like to talk about what we would do, but see, that's one thing I do want to do this year. Instead of just saying, yes, I want to do something sometime, I want to actually do something. So we're probably going to be doing more things. I'm going to plan something for the summer. Sometime, I don't know when. But also, I'm trying to get some other things going, so I don't know what my schedule's going to be like. So I kind of want to get that kind of going before I'm like, yes, I want to go plan this vacation and then end up not being able to go. So I think it would be cool. I always thought it would be cool to rent like a snowy cabin type thing with friends and just hang out inside, like having a fire and playing games. And that's one of the things that one of my friends and I used to talk about doing. S'mores was part of it. S'mores was probably a bigger part of it than it should have been. Victoria, hey, how's it going? And people want to do it, but actually spending the gas money and hotel money and having a time that everybody can get together at once, you know? Because sometimes people need to use their vacation time to see family or to do, you know, other things. I'm doing good. Trying to enlist Victoria's help. Shit. Yeah, what about chill? Or pan? Rudd could come. AJ. Logistically. I mean, Victoria's probably the most likely to go, right? Because she's, like, the closest. He could. You should at least invite him. He's a child, he's not allowed. Oh. How old is he? He's gotta be like 20 by now, right? AJ's been around for like years. Not unless a guardian comes with. It is out of the country. It's probably, if he's not even 18, he probably shouldn't be going out of the country. Yeah. High schoolers graduate at 17 in Canada. I know their drinking age is 19. Do they start kindergarten when they're like babies? Probably. So, an embarrassingly long time ago, when I was turning 19, my friends and I decided to plan a trip. And we didn't live in Michigan, but we decided to plan a trip to Canada so we could just, have a good time. And we did, and it was. Story over. Yeah, you're supposed to be lurking. How are you getting work done? We did a lot of fun things. One of the things that happened, we, at the time, were into drinking Jaeger bombs, which is like Jägermeister and Red Bull. And so we're asking the bartender at the hotel we were staying at to make us these things. I guess they were not popular in Canada at the time. And the only energy drink that they had was this Chinese energy drink. It was like a glass bottle and it had like a tiger on it and like some Chinese words that I could not understand. But it tasted okay. It tasted pretty much like Red Bull. So me and one of my other friends kept on like doing those, and that ended up being a big mistake. So while everyone else continued to go out and enjoy their night, he and I were laying in like separate beds in one of the hotel rooms, both like clutching our guts like, oh my God, when will it end? So, the moral of the story, don't trust foreign Red Bull the same as as domestic Red Bull. It might fuck you up. And Tim's probably sick of hearing that story because I feel like I just told him that story like last week. Most energy drinks say don't mix with alcohol to begin with. Yeah, but I mean, I can't go back in time and tell 19-year-old me not to be a dumbass. Like, I don't drink those anymore. I feel like you're the only person who doesn't have crazy high school stories. See, the thing is, like, up until I was, like, around 16 or 17, I was a very straight edge kid. I was a good kid, and I followed the rules. I got really good grades in school, you know. And I always, well, not always, there was a couple years where I was like, not trying very hard. But after that, I went back to getting good grades again. Crazy teenager stories. Were you more of like a not crazy teenager? More rational teenager? Some people are. If you had the chance, you would have been. I think it's really common just because it's like human nature, right? As adolescents grow up, they want to like strike out and find their own things and, you know, figure out the world, kind of. Oh no, Azzy. I don't think that's true. Oh, so they thought that you wouldn't be cool with, like, the sneaking in alcohol part? So, like, I know of cases where people's older siblings would be doing something like that, and then they're like, you have to do it too, so that way you can't tell. Because you'll get in trouble too then. Or like those situations where someone else can like vouch for you. Like, oh, they're cool. You just needed a voucher. You needed like the person to be like, nah, she's cool. And everyone else would be like, oh, okay. Even back then you like liquor. True, true. That's a valid point. So this is another, somewhat reckless activities of teenagers story. This one is when I was still in high school. It was me and like 4 other girls. We're all friends. We're gonna do a sleepover at one of the girls' grandmother's house, like for her birthday. It was like for some event. And I remember we were at one of the girls' houses waiting to be like taken over there. Her parents were like busy doing something. She comes out with this big like leftovers like Rubbermaid container, and she just starts like going into their liquor cabinet and just pouring like a little bit from each bottle like into this big container. So it's just like literally a hodgepodge of different liquors. And then I remember we got juice, it was maybe Fruitopia or something, to mix it with. It was disgusting. And the type of thing that only dumbasses would do at that time. Then the reason I think she took only a little bit from each is so that they wouldn't notice. And I do not condone these behaviors, although they have happened. Your stepsister was also the partier? 3820. I'm fairly boring nowadays. I don't even really drink. I will occasionally, but not usually. Your parents would mark them? Oh, wow. My mom was never a big drinker. But, like, growing up, my dad had a fridge in the garage that had beers in it, and he would put a piece of tape on it. He thought he was, like, gonna catch people. Like, if the tape was broken or something. How long is this song? This is our happy mix. Wait. Okay, so we've got those in. Gonna work down here and then come back up. Link from finally left my computer tower. Oh, 'cause it's his time. It's his food time. Okay. I think that's all for this color. Shit. So I saw this. Oh shit. Okay. So I saw this project that somebody had done earlier today. they used mostly half stitches, and they did this really pretty portrait of some lady. I thought it was a really neat application of stitching. It was just black and gray on the white cloth. Looked really cool. It always makes me happy when I see some kind of fiber art thing that's like, oh, that's, really creative and something that I wouldn't have thought of. I see those kind of things all the time. There's so many creative people out there doing awesome things. Also, I've always thought it looked cool, but I've been seeing more embroidery on tulle, which makes it look like whatever your stitches are just kind of floating there. You're gonna have so many gold after this. I want to change my avatar. King Teddy the Angry, hello. How are you doing today? I don't like where that is. We're gonna redo that stitch. Veto. I've been working out and practicing drawing. Nice, nice. I did good with the working out yesterday. Happy to be getting some work done on this stitch. It's a big stitch. It's gonna be all of the Gen 1 Pokemon. I did do some stretching today, and I was trying to get to the point where I can do a handstand. That's one of my current things I'm working on. I think it would be funny to like record my progress, like, cause today it was like Three Stooges level of hilarity. So you could watch me like do really horrible and then like slightly better until the point where I actually get it. And that is in interest of something else. It's for a purpose. Which I might share at some point. It's the first step, I think, in being able to do something else. Okay, ready to keep going. So, here we go. That side should technically be under this one, so we're just gonna tuck in under to continue the right order of those. So pretty much the whole haunch over here is this color. It was 8 Celsius in Sweden. Everybody wears jackets. You go in a tank top. Oh, you're one of those people. Do you just not feel cold? I had an uncle like that. He would always, even in the dead of winter, be wearing a t-shirt. And he swore up and down he just wasn't uncomfortable. Me, I would be bundled up and still like, it's cold. You get mail barefoot in the winter in thick snow. Oh my goodness. That reminds me of those people who take a dip into the icy waters. The Polar Bear Club. Oh, so 8 degrees Celsius is like 46, around 46 degrees Fahrenheit. That's not super cold. It's at least above freezing. Where I am, it feels like it fluctuates back and forth between being warm and being cold. Mrs. B, who was in here earlier, was saying it was a false spring, and I agree. I'm hoping now that we're beyond the freezing point in where I live. Scandinavians in general are fur bears. Yeah. It's probably relative to what kind of temperature you're used to having. A furry? Okay. Or fury? We're making really good progress on this one. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. Although I think I would prefer to be a little cold than to be really hot. Hey, I make so many typos. Don't worry about it. Anyone whose chat I go to, any of my streamer friends could tell you. Sometimes they're like, what? What did you just say? Okay, then there's one up here. I don't screw up as much as I used to, but sometimes I still do. I think it happens a lot when I'm texting on the phone. And I blame autocorrect because I don't know why autocorrect thinks. Continue what I was going to say about cold. Oh, I think it might be relative to how cold you're used to things being. Is that what I was saying? So, like, if you're used to really cold weather, and then there's a day that's in the 50s Fahrenheit, around 8 Celsius or something, it might seem warmer to you than if someone is used to, say, like hot summer temperatures. And then they have, around a 50-degree day. It might seem cold to them if they're used to 80s Fahrenheit. Oh, yeah, and I think I would rather be a little bit cold than for it to be like 90s, because if it's cold, you can put on more layers, but if you're too hot, you're just too hot. There's only so many layers of clothing you can remove versus like bundling up. Okay, so let's grab our next color here. What do we have left? Just a couple. Okay, so this part is white. That's gonna be our last stitch. The eye, the white of the eye. Okay, let's see what's going on that tail. Let me just scroll to the next page, I think. Okay, so it's Z. Okay, it's two different ones. Okay. Yeah, it's just how their climate is. I totally agree. And you get used to it because that's what you're living in, you know. And really, within like the last even 50 years, 100 years, we have a lot more luxuries than humans previous to us have had. Like having temperature controlled homes and things like that. I don't know. I feel like it's a real luxury that not very many humans in the course of human existence have had. Yeah, most of us are. I know there's people who still live without these things nowadays as well. And it's kind of inspiring to think of some of the hardships that our human ancestors have not just endured but thrived through and in to bring us to the point where we are today. You respect that it feels more free to not have to worry about bills and stuff and join a tribe. Sort of like the communal living. Hey, Ma. It is a different way of living for sure. And I think that is like one of the human superpowers, I think, is being able to collaborate together and work together to do things that one human by themselves could never dream of doing. Like making some of the buildings and the large scale architecture projects, terraforming, these type of things that one person on their own would never be able to do. Building bridges, those kind of things. Like, especially in the past when people had very, limited tools. I wonder how they were able to do some of the things that have been done, honestly. You saw one tribe guy come to Sweden for love. He got scared of the car wash. Is it one of those that you drive through and it has the the sponge that kind of spins? We have a touch-free one near us that just sprays water. I prefer those. I could see that. I could see if that's something you never experienced before. It would be like kind of being a kid again, right? Because you would be seeing all of these things for the first time. You were scared of those as a kid too. I could see that. You're scared of them now. You're afraid you'll get stuck. So the thing that I'm scared of with them is I've heard stories where they rip off the antenna from someone's car and then it's stuck in there in the flaps, and then it comes back down on the next person's car with this sharp metal object and scratches the shit out of it. That's why I prefer the touchless ones. And you know what? I would rather take the stairs than the elevator. I guess that's my little thing. I will take the elevator. I'm not like against it, but if it's plausible to take the stairs instead, why would I shove myself in the elevator? It's probably not common for that to happen, but I have heard of debris being stuck in those and them scratching up people's vehicles. We need to establish a pee corner. Weren't they in there for like 10 minutes or something? Like, no, we don't need a pee corner. one like that isn't just gonna go across, like, it's like a 4x4 box. The pea's gonna dissipate across the whole bottom. I haven't done it in a while. Lately I've been doing more cross stitching, more decorative sewing, I guess. But sometimes I do make garments as well. I've made a couple of clothing items. I want to do some more of that. The problem is I have all these ideas of things I want to do, but I feel like it's too many ideas and not enough focusing to get all of them done. It's a cool hobby. Thank you. Yep, I like to do the decorative stitching. I like to do sewing of garments as well. I paint some. I draw a little. I haven't drawn in a while, though. What about you, Teddy? Do you have some hobbies other than gaming? Okay, so we have all of this part filled in except for the one eyeball. Oops. You like target practice with bow and guns? That's fun. I have some family members who do shooting competitions. Another hobby is eating a lot of food. Yup, I see you. I also enjoy food. Do you ever watch people who eat like a lot of food? I always wonder how they do it. Like eating in front of a mirror. I guess that could be one way. Or, like the people who do the food challenges, where a restaurant will have this outrageous portion size of something, and they're like, if you eat all of this within a certain amount of time, you get it for free. Sometimes I look at the amount of food and I'm like, there's no human way possible to fit that in your body. But then they end up doing it. You burn energy fast, so you just gain weight while working out. I wonder, because there's one guy that I've been watching lately, and he does like 2 videos a week where he eats crazy amount of food, and he remains thin. And I'm like, how? How does he do that? Like, he has to throw it up, right? Or I was thinking maybe he only eats on those days. And then I was like, but then how would he keep his stomach in the shape where he would be able to do it? You love food challenge videos? The person I'm talking about right now is called Beard Meets Food. And I was thinking if he didn't eat on other days, he could probably keep his stomach still stretched out with water. And I was like, maybe I'll just like comment on one of the videos and be like, how do you do? Maybe very good editing. I don't think so, because he has a timer going on the whole time. I think it would be cool to eat that much. I would try it. I would try to do a food challenge. Victoria, would you try a food challenge? fun. I don't know why. It's a fascination of mine. I like watching those. You would? That would be so fun. I would love to try a challenge like that. But I feel like you'd have to train for it, right? Like if you just go into it with a normal person's eating habits. That would be a lot of celery. And yeah, don't be rude. There's plenty of foods that are vegan, that are filling. Just eating tons of potatoes. You would think that the starchy foods would be kind of hard, right? Because they probably like expand in your stomach. I noticed this guy eats things in a certain order. He saves bread and like starchy stuff for last. You can die of celery overdose? Oh, can you die? I thought you were making a statement. I know you can overdose on certain vitamins. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that being a thing. And certain seafood might have some metals in it as well. Yeah, potatoes are a nightshade. And that green layer, if you've ever had potatoes and they start to get that green layer on the outside, yeah, that's poisonous too. Smart to eat slow in challenges. Chocolate shop? Oh man, the sweet stuff would be hard for me. 2 slices of cake, 4 or 5 scoops of ice cream, a bunch of chocolate, and some whipped cream. Man, I don't know if I could do that one. So it's hard for me to eat like a lot of sweet stuff, I think. I'll eat a few bites and be like, nah, I'm good. So I would definitely have to try to work on that. And so this is really old school, but I used to watch Man vs. Food a long time ago. And one of the hardest challenges for that guy that I saw him do, besides the spicy stuff, I feel like the spicy stuff was hard for different reasons, but was ice cream. There was one that was like this huge thing, huge pile of ice cream. And for some reason, all that dairy seems difficult for people. Okay. Now we just have that one last color to get in here. You gotta go. It's soon midnight. Thanks for hanging out, Teddy. I hope you have a good sleep, and I hope to see you again sometime. I don't know if that was even in anything. We'll call it good. Yep, take care. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the chats. Okay. So maybe this is enough to finish this guy out. Okay, so I said this earlier, towards the beginning of stream, but I wanted to reiterate again. So I've got some things going on where I don't know what my schedule's gonna end up being like. And so I'm not really sure what my streaming schedule's gonna be like for a while going forward. I just wanted to let everybody know, in case you're subscribed to me, I just think if people would like to not subscribe, because I can't really promise a certain amount of streams, and I don't want anyone to be wasting their money on a channel if it's not going to be having a lot of content. So I totally understand if people want to, take their subscription to a channel that will be on more often. But I do appreciate the people who are here. I just wanted to say, my schedule's going to be a little up in the air for a while, coming up here shortly. I do plan on still streaming, but it's going to be more infrequently and maybe not on a set schedule. So, should we begin the next guy? We can. Everything is going good. Thanks, Victoria. I know I've mentioned it before, but I've been looking for a new job, and I've had some activity. I have an interview coming up that I'm hoping goes well. And if that one doesn't work out, I'll have other ones. So which one is A? Thanks, Victoria. $38.21 is A. I really do hope this one goes well. because I applied to a few different things, but one of the ones that I was more interested in ended up getting in contact with me. I'll let you guys know more about it if things end up working out. If not, I mean,